Hey, it's Mr. Leatherwood.
I'm Mrs. Weeks.
And this week we're talking about equivalent fractions.
Equivalent fractions.
Very nice. That's our new strategy. I like that. Equivalent fractions. So what is an equivalent fraction?
Well, equivalent means same, so they would be equal fractions. So equal fractional parts.
Yeah. So same value, but they may look a little bit different,
Yes.
right? Okay. And we are going to talk lunch today because I didn't eat my lunch. I forgot to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich today.
Sorry, that makes me sad.
But it works out perfectly because we wanted to do models.
Yes.
Okay, we wanted to use models to find equivalent fractions.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you do me a favor?
Yes.
And cut my sandwich into 4 equal parts.
Okay. Now,
Don't mess up.
disclaimer that I am going to do the best I can to make these equal parts.
Okay.
So,
It's good cutting.
thank you.
Whole grain bread's a little harder to cut, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2 equal parts.
Uh-huh. I'm going to turn it.
Oh,
Are we
that's
okay?
smart.
'Cause
Yeah,
that way
yeah,
I can
that's good.
sort of judge what I'm doing here.
Do.
You got some squishy peanut butter coming
Do
out
I?
the side, yes.
Well, I had put some extra on there this time.
Okay.
All right, so 4 equal parts.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this was a fraction, our denominator would be
4.
4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I'm hungry, and I am because I'm starving because
Okay.
I didn't eat today, and I'm
Okay.
going to eat this.
Well, now you've ruined our picture here.
No, I'm really eating it because I'm starving. All right, so I have this sandwich, and I've eaten 1 out of 4 pieces,
Right?
which if we represent into a fraction would be
1/4.
1/4. Okay, hopefully you can see that.
Yep.
So here's a tricky question, and they tend to put these on tests. How many have I not eaten?
Ooh, well, 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 4, which would be 3/4.
Very good. Okay, so here's where equivalent fractions come in. Now, what if I cut them into smaller pieces? What if I cut the pieces that I have in half?
Okay.
So let's let you do that real quick.
All right.
While I continue to eat.
Okay, here we go.
Anybody else getting hungry?
All right.
It's very good. Those are very equal pieces.
I'm trying very hard, although, we do have a... All right, there we go. I don't know if they can kind of tell. Maybe I'll separate these out just a little bit. Got goopy peanut butter here that I'm dealing with. Okay.
Also, it's
You
natural.
obviously like lots and lots of peanut butter on your
It's yummy.
sandwich. Okay,
Yeah,
there
okay.
we go.
So now, we have equal parts. We cut our 4ths into half. So the question is, and it's kind of hard to see because we have this missing piece, what would our denominator be now?
8,
It would be 8.
because we broke 4 pieces in half, which now leaves us with 8
8.
equal parts.
And there's some missing, right?
Yes,
Here. There's
yes.
some missing. But if we count, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Right? Okay. So, how much? I ate 1/4.
Right. That
But
was
now that they're 8s, how many did I eat?
well, 2 8s.
2 out of 8. So
Right.
so that means that 1/4 has to equal
2
2
8s.
Now earlier you said I did not eat 3/4. So with a denominator of 8, how many is that?
Now you haven't eaten 6 8s.
6 out of 8. Okay, very good. So now let's do some kind of real models that we'll draw out for them.
Yes,
Okay.
because they probably won't see a peanut butter sandwich on their test.
Probably not. All right. Okay. So we're continuing with our real. We're going to draw some models here, right? Okay. So let me get a pen. So we're using models. So let's draw. I like rectangles.
Yep.
It's not a very good rectangle, but there's my rectangle.
Okay.
Okay. And let's cut it into. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, we already did 8ths and 4ths. So.
8ths and 4ths. So let's do. How about 5ths?
I think that's great.
That work?
Yep.
Okay, so we have 5ths. Let's do a little shading or coloring here. Let's say I shade in 2/5.
Yep.
So that would represent 2/5. And so if we're looking for an equivalent fraction to 2/5, what could we do to come up with something new using this model?
Well, I think I would slice everything in half just like we did with the peanut butter
Okay.
and jelly sandwich.
So just cut it across
Yeah.
like this.
That's exactly what I would do.
Should have picked a better color. Let me pick black. Cut it across like this.
Yep.
Okay. So we hadn't changed anything, hadn't colored anything in different,
Nope.
but we're changing the amount of
Mm-hmm.
parts we have.
Right.
Okay. So we went from 2 out of 5 to something out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So if we count how many are colored now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2/5 has to equal
4/10. Yep.
Okay. And then we could go even crazier if we wanted and cut that in half. Right?
Yep.
And that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Is that right?
Yep.
And to check. And then the ones colored would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 2/5 also equals 4/10, which also equals 8/20,
Mm-hmm.
which also equals plenty of other things. Right?
Exactly. Exactly. And they should notice shading stayed the same.
Mhm.
We started with the original model, which was in fifths, and all you did was break that up into smaller pieces. So,
So there you go.
yep.
Equivalent fractions using models.
Yay.
We'll practice this during class tomorrow.